Hi, Future S. It is August 2nd, 2023. So 421 days ago, we moved onto our neglected property. Our property was previously owned by hoarders.
When we got the property, it had 4 buildings. But then when we got here and saw the buildings, it was like, oh my gosh. So we really just bought the property for the land because it was a really good deal. But here was one of the buildings, an old barn that was very neglected. Then the house was neglected as well that we're staying in. It's a pump house and a shed as well. We did what we can to make it usable for now. We didn't work. And so they were all really infested with bugs, mice, and anything you can think of.
Yeah.
So when we moved out here, the pasture was super overgrown. Under the pasture was a bunch of garbage. Literally, we didn't find a bathtub, all types of garbage, glass, needles. Like, it's ridiculous. They was just going outside instead of going to the garbage dump and dumping garbage.
Since we are budget farming, so having the animals here to mow and keep the grass low is very beneficial. Yeah. And having them here to fertilize the grass and make the grass better, very beneficial.
It just all needs to come down, and they quoted us about
4 to 12K.
4 to 12K.
So understandable, but
we ain't got that.
We're farming on a budget, so we're gonna do it for free. Yeah. So that's what Kyle's been doing. So we've been clearing out the garbage, and then when we clear out the side, he starts removing the material off of it, and he's been doing it by hand, piece by piece, by himself, because I'm too scared to get on top of that. Here's my food. For the fence for a 5-acre property, we were quoted 25 to 40K.
Dang,
definitely not gonna happen. So this is our first attempt at this right side fencing.
Some of these then came apart. We didn't have to put them back on, all type of stuff. But like she said, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
These are way too short though.
Yeah. Yes, very low. I don't know what we were looking at. We were like, yep, that's straight. That's straight. That's straight. But
I think we're ready.
Yeah, we were definitely ready to get it done and definitely ready to move on to the animals. Like, we were over this. But this is our cleaned up second attempt.
Way better.
Way better. So what was wrong with it? The posts were leaning in. Some of the fencing, the dog ear fencings were bowing. And then that was it. Oh, no, the cross beams were too low. So that looks way better, and we're just gonna work our way back to the front. The front fence is good with the cross beams and everything, but some of the posts are loose, so we would just have to fix the posts. So we're just a young couple starting our dream farm from scratch. We have no experience in this. It's just us learning off of YouTube. We have a degree in YouTube University. We're budget farmers, so we reuse everything. All this, whatever can be reused,
yeah, we're gonna
reuse it. This whole experience is all about learning. Rico's right here is a female. So this is Rico, our female emu. She's very sweet. We got her at 4 months old. Her previous owners no longer had the want, time, or space for her. They didn't know much about emu, so they didn't know how fast they grow. They didn't really know much about emu, so they didn't know how fast they grow. She's only a year old. She's not done. They get about 6 feet tall. They reached out to Kyle and asked if we would take her and Schmidt. We said, of course. When we first got her, she was very scared. She did not let us approach her. She did not let us rub her. She did not let us touch her. She didn't even let us look at her. Schmidt, which is our third emu, he's just behind us over there. He camera shy.